Hey, TGO traders, welcome to Tuesday's SITREP here at Top Gun Options. Matthew Buckley, the Chief Investment Strategist here at TGO, and seeing some relatively, well, here we go, good news, I'm going to say, out of China and Japan, but it's actually bad news. But remember, in Bizarro market, bad news is good news. So Shanghai actually ended in the black for the first time this year after its worst performance in weeks. Okay, so best year-to-date game for the first time in 2014. Why? Because it sounds like their central bank is going to open the spigots. Hey, here you go. Japan's GDP figures disappoint. GDP was very, very weak. And here we go with the Bank of Japan surprising the markets with what? QE, party on. There's the Bank of Japan Governor Kuroda saying party on, taper off. So, again, folks, you got to shake your head. It seemed like January we were getting out of Bizarro market where the market realized the Fed was leaving and bad news was bad news once again. But after Janet Yellen's testimony that she's a carbon copy of Ben Bernanke, that nothing bad is ever going to happen in this market. And the Fed's always going to be there to ride to the rescue. However, people aren't that stupid. I'm not a fan of this guy, but he just doubled his bearish bets on the S&P 500 to about $1.3 billion. That's a 154% increase in the fourth quarter. Compared to his reporting of the third quarter of their hedges. Now, remember, folks, hedges are what? To protect longs. So this guy isn't saying, hey, this market's going to implode. He might have a boatload of longs on, and this is a hedge. This is also why we hedge here at Top Gun Options is for these, the uncertainty in the market, and we need an ejection seat, right? That we're flying around with. But it's very, very interesting that this guy who isn't he's one of the sharper tools in the shed. Not a big fan of his politics, but folks, when this market is drifting up like this, the smart money knows that it's not going to last forever, and that the music is going to stop, and those evil 1%ers are going to be the ones with a chair underneath them. Okay, gold. Still continuing to see gold rise to the upside here. It is really catching a bid over the past couple weeks. We're bullish gold, have some long call diagonals and also synthetic stock positions on. So we're digging that. Forex factory, what's on the flight schedule for today? We've already seen the Empire State Manufacturing Index come in imploding. Last time was a 12.5 handle. They were looking for a little slowdown to 9.9. Half of that, 50% decrease to 4.5. So already kicking off the week with some negative economic numbers on Tuesday, on Wednesday. We're going to get building permits and PPI, some inflation numbers, and that's potentially market moving right there, building permits, okay? China. Wednesday night, their flash manufacturing PMI. That will definitely ripple across the Pacific, see what's going on over in China. We get some more inflation number on Thursday, weekly unemployment claims. We get a Philly Fed, which could move the market. And then Janet Yellen is going to be giving some testimony again. And then on Friday, existing home sales. So we're going to get a little bit of a look into the housing market here this week, so it should be pretty interesting. As I told my traders live last week, that we're going to find out this week if we are in fact in Bizarro market or in the gray area. Okay, is bad news going to be good news this week, or is bad news actually going to be bad news? After this 6, 7, 8 whatever day run to the upside in this market, I think we're overbought, and the futures are unchanged right now. I think we're in for kind of a toppy week. I think we top off here, and especially if we see bad economic data, I think it's time for a little bit of a breather. Okay, I got to run. We got a primary live trade brief this morning at 0900. So happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. Make sure you get on board Options Weapons School. I think we still have a couple slots left. If the Options Weapons School page is still up, that means there's still slots, and we'll close that page when we get our final trader. Okay, so make sure you check that out. All right, and I'll talk to you guys later. We'll see you.